Mysterious 9 islands. What does it mean? Ooh, I don't know. Mayapur is the land where the Kirtan revolution began, where it was busted out of the inner sanctums of the temples and was given freely to all. So we named ourselves after this Kirtan headquarters of the universe. We all lived there for some time. We studied Kirtan and music and the philosophy of Bhakti Yoga there. Mayapur is in Navadvip. Navadvip means 9 islands. Ooh, mystery solved. They represent the 9 processes of Bhakti. But it will be out soon, and we'll be sharing a lot more in the coming months, so please keep an eye out.
That'll be at the workshop.
Workshop on Sunday. We'll talk. We got a lot of time.
But you guys can guess one of them.
Kirtanam.
And stay hydrated.
So this next song we're gonna sing, simple. Can you say Sita Ram? Okay, so while I catch my breath for a second and drink some water, I'm gonna invite Gauravani to mention something about Sri Ram. You can lower the sustain. Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Everyone here has heard of Lord Ram
Jai Shri Ram.
and his beautiful darling Sita. So the name of Rama is considered to be so sacred that by chanting one name of Rama, you're chanting many thousands of other mantras. And the story of the Ramayana, which we all know, beautiful story of the great adventures of Rama and Sita. Basically, it's the story of Rama expressing his love over and over and over again to everyone. The story of the Ramayana is Ram showing the different flavors of love that he expresses in every circumstance, even if you know the story, to Ravana. So some of you may understand this, some of you may not, but you can ask your friends later what this all means. So once Ram said right in the middle of the battle, Ram said, if Ravana just returns Sita, you following me so far? If he just returns Sita, I will make him again king. And the whole thing's finished. And they said, but Ram, you've already promised Vibhishan to be king of Lanka. Ram said, yes, I will make Ravana king of Ayodhya. And they said, but Ram, Bharat is king of Ayodhya. He says, yes, I will make Bharat king of Vaikuntha. Ram had a game plan. He had a plan all laid out ready for Ravana to just love him. So this is how much Ram loves us. And this holy name of Rama, it contains all the love of the universe in just these 2 simple syllables. Please sing with all your heart.
Other side.
So here's a part of the song that you can sing with us. That's it. At the same time, learn a little bit about Sri Ram. So Sri Ram, he was from the Sun dynasty, the Raghu dynasty. So he was known as Raghupati Raghava.
Raghupati Raghava.
And as Gaura said, he was a Raja, he was a king. Not any ordinary king. The divine king with a perfect example. Raja perfect example, and Patita Pavana, the most merciful. Patita Pavana.
Patita Pavana.
Sita Ram.
Sita Ram.
And of course, Sri Ram isn't complete without his consort Sita Devi.
मंगल भवानाय मंगल हारी द्रवहु सुदा सरधा अजर बिहारी Pavana सुमिरु सुमिरु कहरा उतरहि पाया
जानकी जीवन सीता मोहन राम 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 सीता मोहन सीता मोहन राम रघुपति राघव राजराम पतित पावन
Love you guys so much. Thanks for just returning and sharing this magic of the heart with all of us. So they're just going to launch into it. So we don't need to applaud and welcome. We're just going to make it all part of the experience. But while they were setting up, I couldn't let this moment go by without shining a light on this miracle of treasure on this stage. The Mayapuris. Respect, gratitude. Welcome back to Bhakti Fest and Gauravani. All right, you know what? We can applaud. The Mayapuris back at Bhakti Fest. Yeah. Thank you for that.
तिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशता शिवसारि गौरभक्ता वृन्दा। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य महाप्रभु की हरिनाम संकीर्तन की Bhakti Fest 2018 की मिठाई गौर प्रेमानंद हरि हरि बोल। हरे नाम sing it word for word. Oh, Hare Krishna, Bolo.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Oh, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Keish doesn't think you're giving it the best you can do. You hear that? It's only day one, okay? So let's give it all we got. And I promise you, the more you give now, even though you're tired and maybe you feel like, oh, it's been such a long day, it's just gonna get better and better and better as the days go on. Because the more you give, the more you... Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Sing loudly.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. So what really brought myself, I'm Vish, Keish, and Bali. The two of them are brothers. And what brought us all together was our mutual love for this drum, playing this mridanga drum, which is our tribal drum. And we recorded our first album, which we decided to name Mridanga. Gauravani produced that. And yeah. And so, we're gonna do a little drum presentation for you. Hey, can we give it up for Elijah, our friend here playing guitar? Thank you so much. He's gonna come back for the next song.
Drum has its own language. Goes a little like this.
Takena taketa keta. Takena taketa takena takena cha. Takena taketa takena taketa takena taketa cha. Takena taketa keta. Keta keta taketa keta. Dini dadini, dadini dini. Dini 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 dadini dini. Gena taketa ta gena taketa ta gena keta gena keta gena keta ta. One more time. Trick it the nut. Trick it the nut. Trick it the nut. Trick it the knee, 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 trick it the knee. Thank you, thank you. This is what we love to do, you know?
So our first album was named Mridanga. Our second album, which should be coming out later this year, is called
So we just last weekend was Krishna Janmashtami, was Krishna's birthday. Last Monday, I think it was, and coming this Monday is Radhastami. You want what happened when you told someone Radhastami?
I said, Radhastami, Radhastami. We have to go to Radhastami. And they're like, it sounds like a medical procedure. So you know,
Yeah,
Keish,
Keish says a medical procedure of the heart.
see, Keish is so good at cartals, he's a cartologist. And when he celebrates the birthday of Sri Radha, he's a cartologist doing a Radhastami. I just met a guy in Woodstock, New York, who's a dentist, and his clinic is called Transcendental.
All right. So, Corey, you want to play guitar for this one? We're going to do Pilu Ma Mantra. And Elijah, come on back up and. Okay.
Hey, I want to take a moment to give a shout out to Elijah Tucker. He's an incredible trap set drummer. He's also an incredible guitar player, incredible singer, beautiful, talented musician, heart of gold. Thanks for joining Mayapuris, Elijah. Please hire him for your bar mitzvahs, also weddings.
So this is a raga called Pilu, and there's a specific tree, a very beautiful tree that grows in Vrindavan that's called a Pilu tree. These trees, they bend, they're very bendy, and they reach all the way down to the ground. Yeah. And their complexion is golden. The bark of this tree is golden. So the tree reminds, whenever Krishna, he's wandering around Vrindavan and he sees this Pilu tree, because it's golden, it reminds him of Sri Radha. And he goes and he embraces the tree. So we're singing this raga, this is Pilu raga, in that may Sri Radha manifest in our hearts like a Pilu tree, and may Krishna come to embrace her. There's a tree also called a tamal tree, which is darkish in color. And whenever Radha sees the tamal tree, she goes and she embraces the tamal tree because it reminds her of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Ram Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
All together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
So there's a little dance that goes along with this this song. Can we teach you the dance? You guys ready? You guys want to do the dance? Okay. So if you don't mind standing up, and Keish will show us the moves for this dance. Give thanks and praises. Give thanks and praises. Oh, give thanks and praises. We bring a message of love from the masters of the universe. Praises. Oh, give thanks and praises. Oh, Lord. Give thanks and praises. Oh, we bring a message of love from the masters of Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Bolo, 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 bolo.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, okay, let's do the give thanks and praises dance, okay? Give thanks and praises. Give thanks and praises to the left, to the right. Give thanks and praises. Oh, give thanks and praises. Oh, we bring a message of love from the masters of the universe. Praises. Oh, give thanks and praises. Oh, give thanks and praises. Oh, we bring a message of love from the masters. Let's do that again. Oh, praises. Oh, give thanks and praises. Oh, Lord, give thanks and praises. Krishna, we bring a message of love from the one more. Oh, praises. Oh, give thanks and praises. Oh, Lord, give thanks and praises. We bring a message of love from the Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare
Follow Kish, follow
Hare
Kish.
Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hey!
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Oh, Hare Krishna. Time to go crazy, everybody! Oh, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama
Oh, 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Give thanks and praises. Give thanks and praises. Oh, give thanks and praises. We bring a message of love from the masters of the universe. Praises. Give thanks and praises. Give thanks and praises. We bring a message of love from the masters. One more time, everybody. Praises. Give thanks and praises. Oh, give thanks and praises. We bring a message of love from the masters of the Jai Jai Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Jai Jai Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Jai Jai Nitai Gaura Radhe, Jai Shri Krishna bolo Jai Radhe. Jai Radhe, Jai Shri Krishna bolo Jai Radhe. Jai Radhe, Jai Shri Krishna bolo Jai Radhe. Let's call out to Shri Radhe. Oh, Jai Jai 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 Shri Radhe. Oh, Radhe, Radhe. Oh, Radhe, Radhe. Oh, Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe. Jai Shri Krishna bolo Jai Radhe. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe. Jai Shri Krishna bolo Jai Radhe. Bolo Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe. Jai Shri Krishna bolo Jai Radhe. Jai Radhe, Jai Radhe. Jai Shri Krishna bolo Jai Radhe. Jai Shri Krishna bolo Jai Radhe. Bolo Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Everyone, please raise your hands in the air. Take a deep breath. And let's call out for the grace of Sri Radha to bless Bhakti Fest, to bless each and every one that is here, and to bless all those that couldn't be here with us. And may the grace flow all the way until Sunday, which is Sri Radha's appearance day. And may she manifest her full sweetness to each one of us. Deep breath. Jai Shri Radhe. Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Bolo Jai Jai Shri Radhe. Bolo Jai Jai Shri Radhe.
Can we please have a special round of applause for this incredibly choreographed, finely rehearsed dance routine? Just so you're clear, all of these guys are being paid stunt performer rates. Let's have a round of applause for the whole Sangha of dancers.
Thank you all very much. It's so wonderful to be back here. Kishore Rico, Danya Devi, Bali Rico. I'm Vishwambar. We make up the Mayapuris. We're so grateful to have Elijah Tucker and Gauravani here with us, and all of you to sing and dance with us. Thank you so much. We look forward to more and more all weekend. We're in the Mantra Dome on Saturday, 4 to 5, and we're doing the Kirtan school on Sunday, 4 to 6. So, we'll see you around. And I'd also like to invite all of you to come to India with me in February for the Kumbh Mela. You're going to be there, Fantuzi, Arda Kumbh Mela?
I am starting to think it might be good. Number 8 for me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All
We
right.
will see.
Okay. So if any
It's
of
big grace, but they should be very ready.
you should be ready.
India, big gathering is, can be challenging sometimes. So
That's why
prepare.
you need a guide.
Yes, come with him.
Yeah.
He'd
so,
be a good guy.
If you're interested, I'll, give you a flyer. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Good. Have a wonderful time. Fantuzzi's up next.
Thank you. Give it up for the Mayapuris. You can do better than that, Bhakti Fest. Mayapuris.
Thank you so much, Mayapuris and friends, and all of you for still being. We got one more, Fantuzzi. We're gonna do a real fast set.
Wait a second. This is the first ever Bhakti Fest Magic Show. Give it up for Dada. Wow. What a beautiful soul. Thank you so much, my man. You know, the problem with guys like this at this level, they make it look so easy. We're just like, we don't even know what just happened until it's over, and then we're like, wow. Thank you for sharing magic of the heart and really bringing the sacred names into the practice. We've never seen that before here, and it's really special. Thank you so much, Dada. Beautiful. So, I'm just going to say something about these guys while they're still getting set up, because then they're just going to launch into it, because we're not going to postpone joy. We're really happy to have them back. It's been a minute. This is a family affair. This is a deep, deep family business of Bhav. Again, try not to get too choked up thinking about Shamdas, who was truly a friend to all of us, and some of us got to know him very well, and we were blessed to do that. But to all of us here at Bhakti Fest, he is the arbitrator of all things Bhav, and huge influence on Bhakti Fest as we look back 10 years of how we came to be. It was a good time to take stock and to remember the best of times and the people who gave us this festival in the way that we're knowing it now, and we've known it for the last 10 years. And unfortunately, some of those people are no longer with us on the planet, and Shamdas is at the top of that list as far as I'm concerned, and many of us are concerned. He was just a gift to all of us, and in the last 10 years of his life, he really found a way to share the best parts of what Bhakti is, and he lived a lot of the time in India as a Westerner and became more Indian than Western, perhaps. But he would come back to America and share with such great articulation, especially in the last decade of his life. He took things that were very esoteric, and he was able to communicate them sometimes through words, but just through truly experience. So all of us were able to get the wisdom without having to become a Sanskrit scholar like he was, and a translator of the great Bhakti poets. And his favorite chant in all of planet Earth and the heavens and the universe and the galaxies was the Maha Mantra. And he loved singing it, he loved sharing it, he loved all things Krishna. And I will never forget the first time the Mayapuris played Bhakti Fest. Shamdas pulled me aside and he said, "Watch this. Watch these guys." Shamdas said, pointing at the Mayapuris, "This is the real thing." And I don't know of a higher compliment than that from him to them. And they made very good on that promise, and we were just enraptured by the beauty of what they offered, the authenticity. They do something different each time, so I don't know what they're going to do tonight. What I do know is it's special when the whole family is here together as they are tonight, and they honor us with their presence here. The fact that they would bring this to us is something that we don't take for granted, and is just very meaningful and we're just so grateful that they've chosen to come back and continue to share the fruits of their path. And again, like we said before, maybe some of us weren't here to hear it earlier in the day, but it's really good to point out that there I am on the screen as I'm saying this. It's a little trippy. What I'm about to say, what I'm saying is don't mistake the lights and the cameras and the business of show, the microphones as the business of show. This, what we're doing here on the stage, is not performance. I mean, there's an aspect that has to be performed, but what these artists are leaders, and they're sharing their life's path. They do this not as some sort of role they're acting in, and they're different people when they're not doing. The majority of the leaders up here, especially these next leaders, but I would say for the majority of the leaders here on this main stage, it is their life. It is their life's work, and it's a path, and it takes years to make a life's work. They've been at this, the majority of their life, if not their entire life, and it's just very significant to note that, and special to reflect on that and then receive that, because they work really hard at it, and it's not a life that anybody would really envy. There's really glorious moments like this, but there's a lot of unglamorous stuff that's on a path. It's hard when it's real, and it's weekends like this, it's moments like this, the set we're about to receive, where it's a victory to just taste the fruit of a shared practice and a life's work. Also a little choked up thinking about the guy behind the group here who's way too humble for, it's just because who he is. I mean, I can't judge his humility. It's just his contribution is massive, more than he's willing to advertise. But I just want to acknowledge a bright, bright light and a friend to all of us is Gauravani. And I don't mind getting choked up, but I just want to be able to get the words out. It's very moving to just, again, reflect on the last 10 years of what we've all created together, and all the work, again, the stuff that people don't see, not just in making this festival, but what goes on in life during the year around the world, all these leaders touring and what it takes. And it's nice to be able to just take one moment and just acknowledge. So Gauravani is, it would be enough for him to just share his voice, because he has truly an extraordinary voice, truly. And he's made some very significant albums. If you love the path of devotion, Gauravani's in the mix. There's no question. He's in the conversation. He's a part of our path. His voice, his music, his songs. But that's not enough for him. It's so important to him in the most authentic of ways to give that platform that he's been given and has created to other leaders who are magnificent. And we wouldn't have the Mayapuris if it weren't for Gauravani, okay? That's just how it is. And but he does it not for acknowledgement, but it's truly who he is to do that. And so since I have the mic, I just want to acknowledge him. He's not up front. He's hiding in the back, because the heart of these souls is beautiful. It's beautiful beyond words, beyond any words that could ever be spoken on this mic. So we're just going to trust that it's felt, it's received, and it's important to include in our experience. So I think we're almost ready.
Shiva Bomb's 1008 auspicious affirmations, and Gauravani and Vishambar are running around, jumping on the stage, circumambulating. Makes a boy feel pretty special.
Well, you is.
These are all songs off of our new album.
10 years ago, we were here. we were younger. No wiser. I just remember the energy, the amazing energy of the kirtans, and just, you know, we had kind of like, we grew up doing this in the temples, and tell him, Kish, tell him. He's the one. And we had no idea that, you know, we not only we would do it in the temple, and we would do it on the streets. And my experience of doing kirtan on the streets was people would go on the other side of the road and, you know, try to. One time I was doing kirtan in the subway station in Boston. Some of my friends, we'd set up a little, we'd sit down on a carpet and we'd do kirtan in the subway station, and somebody took the time to take out a piece of paper and get out a pen and write something on it and put it in front of us, and it said, "Get a life." Well, little did they know that this is my life, you know. And it's been since then, and it's been ever since. But we had no idea that y'all liked kirtan, you know? Like, we had no idea that there was a world out there that was like, kirtan, that's cool stuff, you know? Like, we didn't know about it. And suddenly, you know, we're touring around with Gauravani. His album had just come out, and he's like, "You guys want to go on tour? We're going to go to Australia, we're going to South Africa, and we're going to go to India, we're going to go out to the West Coast." And we were like, "Sure, I'll drop out of school, let's go." And
I graduated.
and we drove out here, and, you know, and we ended up on this stage doing kirtan and speaking about bhakti and being able to share and receive from so many outstanding, amazing people and bhaktas. And so we do owe so much of this and this, you know, to Shamdas. And this next chant we would like to chant in the lineage of Shamdas. They chant this mantra, the Pushti Marg, the path of grace. We chant Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. So please repeat after me. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna is our refuge. He is our shelter. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. 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 Shri Krishna Sharanam Sharanam Mama. Let's all sing together. Oh, Shri Krishna Sharanam. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Oh, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Keep singing. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam. Let's all sing together, really calling out for that shelter. Because He's always with us. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama. Sharanam 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 Sharanam. Oh, Sharanam Sharanam Sharanam. Please turn up Bali in the house, our drummer,
Yo,
his vocals.
listen. I'm I'm seated in the eye of the storm, steady form, saying name on my lips, the sight is a stone, the sight in the tone, I never forget, I'm never alone, I'm just trying to get another way to go home, I got the hidden art, and it's locked away in my heart, given to me from the start, just to fight off the dark, by a line of monks and saints and sages, saving souls, these sacred agents, so I cling to the words when the earth beneath me shakes and stirs and breaks and bursts, the aches and hurts, sometimes it takes the worst to find the sacred thirst, remind me that my faith is first, not something I can see, but it's really the gross and subtle matter that my senses can perceive. I believe I can feel it in my chest when I breathe, when I'm given the ability to sing with some intention, and my soul can feel relief. Got a lot of weeds in the garden of my heart, I know I ought to water the seed if I want to get out of the cycle of birth, death, and disease, and let my soul fly free. So I take the wisdom from the elders, meditate on a state of detachment, elevate away from my passions, and really try to take shelter of this beautiful, enchanting, cosmic architect who's dancing dark as a thundercloud, whose heart is conquered by this constant chanting. It's the master of mystics, so majestic, the magic and the acts of the path I'm fixed in. I stick to the less traveled road, but I know I still got a long way to go.
Give it up for MC Bali. Let's all sing Sharanam. Sharanam, 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 oh, Sharanam, Sharanam, Sharanam. One more time. Sharanam, 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 Sharanam. Namaha Krishnaya Shudhaya Brahmane Paramatmane Yogeshwaraya Yogaya Tvamaham Sharanam Gata Sharanam. Jai Shri Krishna.
I'm also working on a hip-hop album. It should be out in a few months. Keep an eye out. The working title is Thunderdrum. That's also mysterious. I don't know what it could possibly mean. What could it possibly mean?
And finally getting over all this reincarnation and living eternally in the realm of light with the deities. That's what Bhakti's all about, is identify yourself as an eternal soul living in the realm of light beyond this birth and death situation. Namaste. Please keep our